Hello YouTube. Wanted to throw my 10 cents in on the Sena Prism Tube camera. Let you know what I think about it and how it's working out for me. I live in South Louisiana, and the home of the best food on the planet, in my opinion. But anyway, I drive a 2007 Goldwing, and I'd wanted a camera mainly for safety, and if something happens, at least whatever happened would be recorded for my family, and insurance purposes, you know, what have you, or if, you know, somebody accused me of, you know, some kind of road rage incident or something like that. Anyway, but other than that, I think it's pretty cool. I've really enjoyed filming little trips and rides that I've been on, and go back home and watch them, and maybe pick up a few things that I experienced on the trip that I maybe missed on the trip, so I was able to pick it up on the video. But anyway, I'm not really into doing all the big time moto vlogging and all that. I just wanted to be able to throw something on YouTube now and then that I think maybe folks might be interested in from time to time. And so I was looking for a little camera that would work for all the things that I just said. So I did some research and saw that the Sena Prism Tube was real highly rated. I mean, it seemed like the people that bought one gave it real favorable reviews, and the main thing is the price of it compared to the quality you get out of it. So so I took the plunge and put out the $119 and got it in the mail, and I've used it now for a couple of months, and I have really enjoyed this camera. Had no issues with it. I've recorded on a day like today when the sun's out pretty nicely, and I've recorded with it at night, and I've been real happy with it at night. I have a dash camera in my SUV, and it's a pretty good dash cam, and this camera records as good or better than it does, and so I've really enjoyed it. I've used it in when it's been real overcast, and I found the video quality at the 1080 HD, 30 frames per second, does really good. I've seen on YouTube where people have taken and compared it to other cameras, the GoPro and what have you, and personally I really can't see that much difference in the quality. However, it doesn't have the stability feature on it, so I think as long as you mount it to your helmet don't seem to bounce up and down quite as much as if it would be, the camera would be mounted on your handlebars or your windshield somewhere else. And but that being said, if you do want to see something when you play back your video, if you pause it, I have found that each individual frame that it records, I mean, they're crystal clear. You can read, you know, road signs, license plates, you know, those kind of things. So I've been real pleased with the camera, and personally I'd recommend it again for the price. $119 is what I got it for. I mean, you can't beat it. It's incredibly simple to use, and I have seen a lot of bikers on YouTube, and I'm into this. I, you know, agree with what they're doing, but they'll wear the helmets where, you know, the microphone's on the inside of the helmet, but the helmet is virtually soundproof. You can't hear any external noise. The thing that I've noticed about this camera is I have the microphone, and you can see a little bit of my helmet on the right side of the screen, but I have the microphone that's picking up my voice right now. I have it mounted kind of where my forehead is. I wear a half helmet. It's really hot in Louisiana, and it's just really hot for a full face helmet. But I have my camera mounted kind of where my forehead would be, right in the middle, right above the little sun visor on my helmet. I took the headliner out of the helmet and used the tape that came with the mic and stuck it in there. And I have not only been impressed with the video quality of the camera, but I've also been real impressed with the audio quality. That the way I like to say it is the camera hears what I hear. You'll notice I'm not getting a lot of wind noise. I have ridden the bike without the mic hooked up and just let it pick up whatever it picks up mounted on the side of my helmet. And I mean, there's so much wind noise. It's really annoying to try to watch anything for any length of time. But and right now I'm running about 55 miles an hour, so it gives you an idea. Plus, I have my radio playing on my Goldwing through the external speakers, and so you may be hearing a little bit of that. I'm not playing it so you can enjoy the music. I'm playing the radio. It's on a very low volume. Again, the mic is picking up what I hear, and I don't listen to the radio very loud. I like to be able to hear other things that's going on around me, and that's why I don't listen to it through earphones or whatnot in my helmet. So the mic does a great job. I did put the windscreen on it, the windscreen that came with it. I did put it on the mic just to try it out, and I've been really amazed at the audio quality. And what I like about the audio quality that I've achieved with this camera is that it hears what I hear. You know, to me, it's when I go back and watch the little clips that I do, not only do I get to enjoy seeing what I see, but I get to hear what I hear. And so, I'm not trying to mute out all the noise and, the cars going by and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, I don't have the wind blowing in the microphone of the camera either. So I've been really pleased with this camera. So I just want to throw that out there. As you can see, I'm stopped at a traffic light, so it gives you an idea of what the cars sound like going by me. And you should be able to hear my bike a little bit, that Goldwing whine in the background and the radio playing. So anyhow, I just wanted to throw that out there. I hope it's a help to somebody. It was incredibly easy to install. It comes with two mounts. There's one that's has the 3M tape that you can tape it to your helmet, and I did not choose to use that mount because I didn't want the sticky tape stuff on my helmet if I ever took the mount off, and I didn't want to go through the trouble of trying to get all that sticky off of it. So I used the one that mounted with the 2 Allen screws, and I have it on my particular helmet as far forward as I can, and that's why you see a little bit of my helmet. So it blocks out a little bit of stuff to my right side, but I've kind of programmed my brain that if I want to see something to the right, I just turn my head a little bit and direct the camera in that direction. So it mounts real easy. It's a real easy operation. I mean, there's on the front of the camera, there's this ring. It goes all the way around the camera, but you just pull it forward to turn it on. You push it backwards to turn it off. That's all there is to it. There's not a lot of bells and whistles with this camera, as far as that goes. I do understand that it is not waterproof, even though it's water resistant. I did get stuck in the rain one time, and since I've had it, and as fate would have it, a raindrop landed right on the lens, so everything was blurry until the wind resistance from riding the bike blew the water off of it. But anyhow, great little camera. Been real pleased with it. I did the firmware update on it so it will loop. so I don't have to worry about, you know, taking the little microchip out and deleting everything off of it when it fills up and all that kind of stuff. I've not run the camera long enough. I've not gone on a ride long enough to run the battery dead. I've not run the battery down, but I do understand where the packaging says, Sena says it runs for about 2 hours. People that have one said they can get about 2.5 hours out of it. And you plug it into your computer with the provided USB cable and to charge it back up, and not a big deal. It comes with a nice lens cover, big rubber lens cover if you want to store it. And so I've been real pleased with it. So hope this helps somebody. And y'all check me out once in a while. I'm going to talk a little bit about Cajun food in my next video, and hopefully that'll be enjoyable as well. So talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good one.